today, we're turning the volume all the way up. Because what we're looking at isn't just a car, it's an attitude on four wheels. Buckle up, because the 2025 Ford Street Rod is here, and it's unlike anything Ford has built in decades. This isn't your average muscle car. This isn't a restomod or a retro-inspired experiment. The 2025 Ford Street Rod is a full-blown rebellion, a blend of Detroit muscle, modern engineering, and pure, unapologetic style. It doesn't just whisper nostalgia, it screams it through side pipes at full throttle. But don't be fooled. Underneath that classic hot rod silhouette is a machine that's been completely re-engineered for the modern era. The Street Rod name has deep roots. Back in the golden days of hot rodding, it represented the kind of machine you built in your garage with grit, grease, and a dream. A car that existed for one reason: to go fast and look good doing it. In 2025, Ford brings that spirit roaring into the 21st century with a factory-built monster that captures all that old-school swagger with none of the compromise. Visually, the 2025 Ford Street Rod is an instant head. It pulls design cues straight from classic Fords of the late 30s and early 40s. Think chopped roof lines, flared fenders, and a long, aggressive hood. The grille is bold and low, with vertical chrome slats that give it a menacing presence. LED headlights are tucked into teardrop bezels, and the bodywork is sculpted with precision but feels hand-shaped like it came out of a custom shop, not an assembly line. The body sits low to the ground on a custom-tuned performance chassis, with staggered wheels wrapped in meaty rubber that hint at the power lurking underneath. In a world of look-alike crossovers and tame EVs, the Street Rod is a jaw-dropping bell. Every panel, every line, every detail screams confidence. Open the door, and you'll see that this car isn't stuck in the past. Sure, the design nods to vintage hot rods, but the interior is pure modern muscle. You get a driver-focused cockpit with digital gauges that replicate the look of old analog dials, right down to the font and sweep of the needle. A central 12-inch touchscreen runs Ford's latest SYNC interface, with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and real-time performance data tracking. The seats, bolstered leather buckets with contrast stitching, racing harness compatibility, and integrated heating and cooling, aluminum trim, retro toggle switches, and custom ambient lighting set the tone. But don't expect any fake carbon fiber or unnecessary frills. This is a performance space, clean, functional, and built to make your heart race. Now let's get to the meat of it. What makes the Street Rod move? Ford offers two engine options, both nothing short of thunderous. The base model features a naturally aspirated 5.0L Coyote V8, tuned to produce around 480 horsepower and 420 pounds-ft of torque. It revs high, breathes through a performance intake and dual-mode exhaust, and sounds like a symphony of combustion, 0 to 60, in the low 4 south. But it's not just the speed, it's the drama, the roar, the vibration, the way it throws you back in your seat. Then there's the Street Rod GT, the full-send version. Under the hood, a supercharged 5.2L V8, derived from the Shelby GT 500, cranking out an estimated 750 horsepower. It comes with a reinforced 10-speed automatic or an optional 6-speed manual, if you want to row your own gears and feel every surge of torque. Top speed, over 180 miles per hour, quarter mile, somewhere in the high 10s, depending on conditions. This thing is a beast. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a limited slip differential, and Ford's new track drive system gives you selectable performance modes, including drag, sport plus, and even a burnout mode. Yes, burnout mode. Because what's a Street Rod if it doesn't leave some rubber behind? But here's the thing, the 2025 Street Rod isn't just about brute force. Ford engineered this car with an adaptive suspension system, magnetic ride control, and Brembo brakes on all 4 corners. That means it corners like a modern muscle car should, with confidence, precision, and grip. It's planted, sharp, and surprisingly refined at speed. You can cruise it down Main Street or throw it at canyon corners, and it'll take both with swagger. Ford also equipped the Street Rod with the latest safety and driver assistance tech: adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, and lane keep assist. So while it looks like a throwback, it's every bit a 2025 machine underneath. Now let's talk customization, because that's a huge part of what makes a Street Rod. A Street Rod, Ford knows this isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of car. So, the 2025 model comes with multiple trim levels, optional graphics packages, wheel designs, suspension setups, and even custom paint colors inspired by classic hot rod palettes. Think candy apple red, deep black cherry, matte gunmetal, and yes, even pearl white with blue flames. You can spec your ride from mild to wild straight from the factory, and if you want to go further, Ford Performance is offering a catalog of dealer-installed upgrades, including upgraded brakes, suspension kits, supercharger enhancements, louder exhausts, and even a track day prep package with racing seats and harnesses. It's not cheap. Base models start around $65,000, while the supercharged GT pushes into the $90,000 range. But what you're getting is more than just a car. You're getting a rolling piece of art, a factory-built hot rod that's street legal. fully warranted, and ready to steal the spotlight wherever it goes. So who's this for? It's for the person who misses the emotion in driving. It's for the old-school gearhead who wants modern reliability. It's for the young enthusiast who never lived through the golden age but wants to feel what it was like. It's for anyone who believes cars should have soul, style, and a whole lot of attitude. The 2025 Ford Street Rod isn't trying to be subtle. It's not trying to blend in. It's built to stand out. Built to remind us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. It's a celebration of muscle, metal, and memory, brought back with the power of modern engineering. We're living in an automotive moment where everything is becoming quieter, cleaner, and more digital. And that's not a bad thing. But it also makes the Street Rod feel even more special. Because it reminds us that sometimes, driving should be raw. It should be noisy. It should make your heart pound and your palms sweat. The 2025 Ford Street Rod isn't for everyone, and that's the point. It's for the ones who never wanted ordinary, for the drivers who crave connection, for the rebels who still believe. A car can be more than just transportation. It can be an extension of who you are. If you loved this deep dive into Ford's wildest throwback yet, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Drive Dynamic, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next ride that breaks the mold. From timeless icons to future legends, we bring the drive to your screen. Loud, proud, and full throttle. Until next time, keep it fast, keep it real, and stay dynamic. Let me know if you'd like the matching title, description, hashtags, and keywords too.